Hello, we are Team 38. I am Momia. Now we are going to make a project for constructing the sewage treatment plant for Kuala City Council. For project purpose and justifications, wastewater process is a process that transforms wastewater into a valuable product that recycles water to minimize environmental impacts or reuse it directly. Wastewater can damage the aquatic life and affect humans with typhoid and cholera. Wastewater treatment is a process by which impurities are removed from residential and provincial wastewater. This project is intended to improve the sustainable environment for the city. The sewage treatment project can also reduce the health hazards in the city. For the output, it takes around 1 year for the project to complete the construction of wastewater processing plant. The number of reactors and chemical improvements in order to adjust the pH and to remove metals from the solution. The clarifier for the removal of suspension solids observed as the result of the treatment. A certain sort of filtration for the removal of all remaining trace volumes will depend on the level of filtration needed besides local waste removal, and a kind of control center required depending on the level of automatic control. As for outcomes, it can improve the quality of life, preservation of environments, and minimize the people health hazards, and also improve the living standards of the people. As for benefits, the advantage of the treatment process is that the used water is generally renewed. It can also be used for natural fertilizer, along with the wastewater treatment, which is reduced and released into the environment, which contributes to improving the health of the environment. There are 4 steps in high-level project description. The very first step is called a planning process. This will be regarded as the major step. In this step, the entire project plan will also be described, including the project process. There has been some procedure to clean wastewater for sewage treatment. This procedure includes 4 steps, which are screening stage, primary treatment stage, secondary treatment stage, and the final treatment stage. For the step 2, the building shall conform with the agreed drawings for the treatment of sewage, and the local government, the applicable building control power, and the contractor authorizations should provide the agreement for municipal sewage interactions.
Hello, I'm Nati. Now I will proceed the high-level project description. For the step 3, the wastewater must be separated from rocks, trees, marks, and all those junk must be removed from soft water. Holes will be created for switching the direction or turn about for maintenance later. From that inner hole, at least 100mm pipe joint will be connected to the groove and the external part. There will be at least 150mm long pipe must be attached. For the step 4, pipes will be laid in length up to 3 meters with joint push hole in sockets. For semi-rigid flexible piping system, pipes will be butted effectively along their length, typically with a full butt and surround. Above sewer outlets, this safety chain must be fit. Depending on the number of property served, there will be additional connection to public sewers and manholes. I'd like to talk about high-level requirement for the sewage treatment plants as well. All development should be linked to public sewers. A sewage treatment plant may be provided with the approval of the National Environment Agency and the Public Utility Commission. Sewage treatment plants should be sited as far away as possible from the residential houses. Trees, buds, and shrubs or foliage should be planted around the sewage treatment plants to make them less obstructive and to soften their impact on the neighborhood. A safe working environment is important, and medical tools are essential for the safety of workers as well. A large area on land is required because the sewage treatment plant is for the whole city. Wastewater is water that has been used in homes, business, and industry. Collaborative agreements should be formed with organizations that have sewage water purification technology. The most common option for wastewater application is stainless steel. Stainless steel is recommended for water pipes and underwater construction. Stainless steel is corrosive resistant and adds no toxic chemicals to the water.
I'm Grace. Now I'm going to talk about the project scope for our sewage treatment plant. As you can see in the figure, there's going to have 5 different components.
which is the project management, which mainly includes planning. Then comes with installation of things. Then after that, utilities. Then come with treatment. After everything is done, test and evaluation is come. In this segment, treatment, which is the leading segment, which includes grid removal, then comes with primary settling. After primary settling is done, secondary settling is come. Then after that, disinfection process is come, which is also known as tertiary settling.
Hello everyone, I'm Oksubai, and I'm going to talk about the sewage treatment plant and its high-level risks. And as for the cost risks, technologies and machineries can be expensive, such as aeration piping and ozone generators piping. Chemical treatment lines can also be pricey. Operation costs also require big budget to maintain its process and operations, such as utilities fees, tax rate, and labor costs. These costs can sometimes exceed the expected costs, affecting the entire project. And as for the safety risks, confined space entry and chemical hazard can also cause injury to laborers. Confined space entries refers to the manholes, which lead to adequate ventilation, resulting in the deficiencies of oxygen. Human errors can also lead to workplace accidents, which are resulted from the carelessness from the labor. Further accidents and injuries can also happen if the machines and equipment are not properly handled, such as sledge racks or pumps. And as for the quality risks, treated effluent should be able to meet the different energy target by aligning the nitrogens and phosphorus target. Sufficient researchers and site investigation are also needed to ensure the process is working well and safe, and also with high quality. And as for the schedule risks, accidents affecting the machineries and labors can delay the processes and construction. There may also be some delays depending on the weather conditions, and delay can also occur due to the lack of resources from the suppliers or the market. And as for our project duration, we're gonna start our project on 7 May 2021, and our estimated finishing period is around late 2031. And there are a total of 4 steps in our project, and it's gonna take around 10 years for the entire project to finish, with the majority of the time spent in step 3 and step 4. And component costs for our project budget includes upfront planning, physical capacity requirement, which varies with the size of the systems and the size, and also the installation rates and automations to eliminate human errors, payment system or prepackaged system which require the shipping fees, and daily operation costs, waste disposal, and other costs too. So our entire project estimated cost is less than or equal to 300 million SGD.
My name is Shania Sobello, and I'll be talking about the stakeholder analysis matrix as well as the communication management plan. Okay, so for our stakeholder analysis matrix, I have 4 categories, and they are keep satisfied, manage closely, monitor, and keep informed. Under manage closely, I have 3 components, which are government, project manager, and investors. The government always has to manage closely because they give approval in order for us to do any kind of project on land, and also they need to monitor if or in case it affects the environment as well. A project manager is somebody who actually executes the entire plan. He comes up with the plan. So he needs to be under the managed closely category because he needs to be able to know what's happening and he needs to check if it's happening properly. Investors, even though they are the financially supportive people for the plan, they need to be informed of each and every step of the way because they are giving us support financially to build up the plan. So they need to be informed. Under monitoring, I have the public because nowadays when we have any kind of building, we always have a public vote on everything or a public opinion. So public's opinions are very important nowadays. Therefore, I put them under monitoring. And under keep informed, I have 4 components, which are suppliers, consumers, media, and employees. Media usually uses everything for advertisements. So by informing the media, we can advertise our plan and more people will be interested in it. Suppliers and consumers, basically they benefit from it. Employees, the more they know the information about the plan, they will execute it accordingly, and it is very important for them to know each and every step of the way what is happening or what is supposed to be done. Okay, now onto communication management plan. I have 6 components under stakeholder, which is employees, media, suppliers, consumers, public, government, and investors, which are basically the same components that I just said in my data analysis. So the information for employees, okay, we need to give them the information on what the project's process is. For the media, like I said, advertisement. As suppliers, we have to say we have to be sharing data. Consumers, they need to know about the social media, they need to use their social media awareness, and to know about the process of the project, and they need to at least see it weekly. So that's how they can have public relations involved. Government process of the project needs to be informed as information. And for investors, it's very important to share data because via meeting or direct calls or any kind of source, because as I said, they are the ones who are financially funding the process.
Thank you very much. This is our poster.